Ben, during that arraignment, we learned that the suspect, 44-year-old Melody Christensen, was in Connecticut for work and that she'd only been here for a couple of weeks when that incident happened. Middletown police arrested 44-year-old Melody Christensen of Center, Alabama Thursday evening for murder and illegal discharge of a firearm. East Hartford police confirming they assisted with the arrest at the Holiday Inn in their town. Police say the arrest stems from a shooting in Middletown Monday night.
When they responded, they found two people had been shot in a specific address inside the residence.
Police say Christensen's injuries were non-life-threatening, but the man who was shot died at Middlesex Hospital. Police could not give details on what the relationship was between the two.
It stems from a domestic violence incident. It falls under the laws of family violence in the state of Connecticut.
Christensen was arraigned in court Friday, where the defense said she had been in Connecticut for work.
Her job involves traveling around the country as an X-ray technician, so that's why she was here for that period, short period of time.
Arguing for a lower bond, the defense claimed Christensen acted in self-defense.
My client has genuine defenses here, that being self-defense. She's very anxious to prove that is a legitimate defense.
However, the judge kept bond at $1.5 million, saying she had no ties to Connecticut and faces serious charges.
She's facing a mandatory minimum 25 years to life. I believe it's a strong case for the state.
Because this is a domestic violence incident, the arrest warrant is sealed right now, and Middletown police haven't given any details about where the shooting happened or who that victim is. Coming up on the news at 5, we'll talk to domestic violence awareness advocates. Live in Middletown, Gabby Molina, Fox 61 News.